From Newsnets and CCTV, it's high school hockey, coming to you from the WEX in Cadillac.
Welcome back, everybody, to second period action here at the WEX in Cadillac, Michigan. The Traverse City Central Trojans with a 7-0 lead over the Cadillac Vikings on Valentine's night. It's a Friday night, and Jeff, I'm sure you got Jackie so many nice things so far from Valentine's. You guys probably went out. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't spoil it for me.
All right. Vikings are coming on the ice right now.
Yes. This is exactly, this booth here is where I've spent my last number of Valentine's days. So I don't know. Maybe we should hang a heart up here somewhere.
Silent Observer, we started to mention that before the end of the first period. That is going to be a fundraiser between the Cadillac area law enforcement, state troopers, police, sheriff, and then you have the Michigan conservation officers fighting fish cops. That's going to be Saturday, February 22nd.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to love a team named the Fighting Fish Cops. I mean, I don't care who you are.
You got to go see that one.
You got to see that. I mean, I don't even know who you root for, but the Fighting Fish Cops. I'd love to see the jerseys.
Oh,
I mean, you're gonna have to send me pictures of the jerseys because I've got a prior engagement. But what does a Fighting Fish Cops jersey even look like?
Well, I can picture, a couple things here. Now, 6 to 7, there's going to be a chili cook-off. There's going to be a silent auction. And they are, as one of the big ticket items, they're auctioning off a custom gun. I think it's a Winchester 30-06. We'll get you some more information on that. But that's we were talking to Mark Moore before the game. What a beauty! I mean, they.
Yeah, they went. It sounds like they really did it right when they revamped that gun.
Puck is out to center ice. James Bradfield tips it up, and then coming into the zone is Ushanduk, and there's a shot wide of the net. Back to the point to Lucas. Taken by Fisher Moore. It's 2-on-2 with Izzard. Good pass to Izzard over the line. There's a wrister and a good save by Newhart, one of his few saves he's had to make.
Yeah, the rebound came all the way up past the blue line. That's how hard Zach shot that puck.
And now Nick Summerfield, number 21, over the line with some speed, going wide, coming back to the middle. Oh, he centered it, intended for Hunter Folkman. Traverse City looking, and we have an icing? Yes, we do. The Silent Observer, it's going to be $25 a family to get in, or $10 per adult, $5 for students, and it's 5 and under is free. Face off in the Traverse City zone, goes back to the point. Schmidtdale fanned on it. Logan Collins puts it into the Trojans, and now there's a centering attempt. Just goes a little bit far. Carson Peters drops it back for Will Dawson. Traverse City always looks for that last pass, don't they? And a lot of times it works. They're very unselfish. Blocked by Caleb McKinley. Now taken in the slot by Dawson to Carson Peters, number 19. His brother Cam Peters is on the team. There's 2 sets of brothers. There's Owen Dawson. That shot never made it through. It was blocked by Schmidtdale. Out in front of the net, Will Dawson turns and shoots, blocked by the Vikings. Carson Peters reverses it now to Vanderroost. That one made it all the way through. The rebound comes out to Cam Harold. Harold up the boards, and Vikings will just shoot it down the ice, and there will be an icing. 14:38 to go here in the second period. It's 7-0 Traverse City Central. We apologize for the technical difficulties as my partner Jeff Castillo is trying to get his connection back. Now the puck is dropped. We got a whistle. Somebody must have moved a little bit too quick. So Josh Stepke and Brian Farley will go out again. Vikings win this one around the boards, and it goes out to center ice. Traverse City puts it right back into the Viking zone, and Ian Lilly, number 13, back for Jack Schmidtdale, number 4. Puck is played by Groshek, and now coming back is Fishermore. He takes a little bit of a hook. There's a pass to Farley. Farley gets on his man over with a shot. Farley will pick up the loose puck. Centered it. Went right past Izzy. Schmidtdale, that one did not make it through. He'll go back to the point. Here's a one-timer. That one is blocked. And coming back the other way with some speed is number 23. That's Trevor Schuling. Good save by DQ.
Yeah, well played by Jack Schmidtdale getting back on defense. He gained a few yards on him on that way back.
We've got Jeff back on. Vikings. Brian Farley, he's got Izzard just a little bit too far out in front of him. Nathan Weber will go back and get it for TC Central. Pass up the middle to Schuling. Schuling in the middle to Stepke. Stepke trying to go on. Schmidtdale goes into the corner. He loses an edge and goes down heavy into the boards. I don't think there was any.
Yeah, I think he's okay. There. I didn't see like an ankle twist or anything like that, so he's okay.
Long pass, and it will be an icing, so it'll be all the way back. 13:09 to go in the second. 7-0 Traverse City Central.
Now, fortunately, he's okay. You know that's a helpless feeling when that edge catches and you just go. And there's nothing you can do about it. And being that close to the boards.
Yes, good thing he went in kind of with his bottom first there, a little bit of cushioning.
All right, so, this period is starting off a little bit like the first period did, Bill. The Vikings regained composure. I don't know what Scott Graham said to him between intermission, but seems to be working so far.
Traverse City, that's Seth Lucas, number 9. Goes around his man, comes back to the middle. Puck is put into the corner. First one to it is Caleb McKinley. High off the boards. Good job by Traverse City to knock it down with the glove. Nick Summerfield in the slot. Here's a one-timer by Dawson. I always want to say Owen Wilson. James Bradfield over to Dawson. Oh, he almost had you, Shondek.
Apparently been watching too many Netflix streams, Bill.
Cross ice pass. Dawson now down deep for Bradfield.
Yeah, a little bit of razzle-dazzle there.
Yeah. Traverse City holding onto the puck at Summerfield. He'll take the shot, just missed the corner. Now Bradfield. There's a low wrister. That was a good shot, just missing that post. In the middle to Bradfield. There's the shot that was blocked by the Cadillac defense. And the Vikings will, knock down. Beautiful play there and a great save by DQ. Back to the point, Lucas. Seth Lucas will hold it in. Good pass. Ushondek with the puck. He'll take the shot and goes up into the rafters off Schmidtdale.
Yeah, Schmidtdale got in there and got the deflection on it. So, good, and Cadillac needed a whistle. So,
yeah. Jeff,
good thing there.
Seniors for Cadillac, you want to give them a quick
little
absolutely.
Shout out? We've got, our Cadillac seniors playing their last home game. And some of them have been on the team, 2-3 years, sometimes maybe even 4 years. So a little bit of nostalgia here. Jack Schmidtdale playing his final game here at the WEX as a Cadillac Viking varsity player. We also have Zach Izzard as a senior. Ian Lilly is playing his last game here as a senior. Austin Kyling. And also Olivia Peedle. And Austin and Olivia are not actually dressed tonight. They were not able to play, but still wanted to give them a little special mention as being important seniors on the team this year.
Yep. That one goes down the ice, and it'll make it all far enough for an icing with 10:59 to go in the second. It is same score, 7-0 Traverse City Central.
Yeah, and we would once again like to thank our sponsors, Pizza Plus, Cadillac Tire, and Fox Motors of Cadillac. A big, huge thank you for sponsoring our hockey team throughout the season here for these broadcasts.
And if you're interested in sponsoring for next season for football and basketball and hockey, love to have you. So contact the station, and puck is played now by Jack Schmidtdale.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people who watch these games. I mean, those names are going to get out there in those sponsorships. We've heard a lot of good comments about the broadcast. I actually had a elderly gentleman from Gaylord said that he really enjoyed watching the games. He doesn't just watch the Gaylord games. He watches, you know, the Traverse City and Petoskey and a number of the different games that are played. So
yeah, that's great.
Yep.
Now over the line, Owen Dawson loses it. The Vikings turn it over at center ice. Here comes Will Dawson, number 11. Dawson, the sophomore, centers it. Knocked right away by Ian Lilly. Back to the point. Vander Roost goes all the way through. DQ with the save. Hustling is Charlie Douglas to get the puck. Back to Vander Roost. Cuts into the corner. Vander Roost still holding on to it with that long reach. So he'll chase it around the other side. Vander Roost to Dawson to Douglas. Douglas intercepted by Ian Lilly. Ian Lilly cannot clear.
Yeah, he fanned on that a little bit. Certainly didn't get all he wanted to on it.
Traverse City basically just playing keep away, looking for that perfect shot.
Well, and Bill, they do such a good job. You notice just about every single time before they shoot the puck, their head is up and they're looking to bank the puck off of one of their players' sticks for a deflection. It's not always just looking for an opening in the net.
Yep.
And you can tell they've been coached as far as doing that. So good job by the coaching staff of the Trojans.
Nice pass on the far side. Shot scored! Coming in was Ethan Vander Roost, number 10, and he snapped it high. It's 8-0 with 8:58 to go in the game, and I think that might put us into a running clock mode here, Jeff. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I believe so.
We do want to mention, Coach Chris Givens for Traverse City. He was recently inducted into the Michigan High School Coaches Hall of Fame, Jeff.
Wow.
So a shout
Quite an
out,
honor.
A shout out to Chris.
Absolutely.
And just great job. Very proud of him in Northern Michigan. And
okay, that was. I'll get it in a minute.
Okay. Yep. Traverse City playing it behind their own net. Tyler Cooper, number 5 for Central. He'll cut out in front of the net. Tyler Cooper with the puck. Pass just off the stick of Weber. In behind the net, number 15, that's Chase Adams. Grosick to Cooper. Weber, that puck is blocked by Logan Collins. First one, too, there's going to be Gavin Grosick, number 18. Grosick has it again. Goes around his man, puts it in behind the net. Josh Stepke tried to hold on to it. He is checked right there, and we've got a potential hit from behind. They're going to give it a roughing call.
Okay, and as they sort that out, we want to mention here that last Traverse City goal was scored by number 10, Ethan Vander Roost, with an assist going to number 11, Will Dawson. So that would put the Trojans up to 8-0.
And there's the running clock.
Yeah,
okay.
They stopped it once they got the penalty up and everything. Now they're running, and I think it's going to stay running throughout.
And in the net is going to be number 35, Jackson Wade for Traverse City.
Nice win there by Fisher Moore.
Out in front of the net, Vikings will ice it. And it really doesn't matter because the clock's going to keep running, but they're shorthanded here. Traverse City will start it out. Number 12, that's James Bradfield. Bradfield coming in. There's a wicked wrister. That'll go all the way back down the ice into their own zone.
That's the disadvantage of going for the long post.
Fisher Moore is knocked down.
Did a couple spinner rounds there.
Jackson Wade makes his first save of the game. At this point, I would think you'd want to keep your head up if you're on either team, Jeff.
Yeah, there's some frustration, obviously.
Yes, yeah. Chase Adams, number 15, poke checked by McKinley. Adams puts it back to Bradfield. Bradfield snaps one, looking for the redirect there by Cooper. Seth Lucas into Cooper. Cooper will kick it back to the point, and it goes on the stick of Fisher Moore. A 2-on-1 developing. Moore lost the puck, and it'll come back the other way to Bradfield. James Bradfield has got Chase Adams. Bradfield with the shot high and wide of the net, and the Vikings come out to center ice. This is Cam Harold for the Vikings. He loses it to Vanderroost. Nice pass by Hunter Foldman, and it'll go back down, and the penalty is over to Cadillac, so they're back at full strength. Oops.
That's offside.
Offside, so they're going to have to
called it.
tag
they gotta
up.
Tag up, right?
Ian Lilly behind his own net. Long pass taken by Brian Farley, and then that one does not connect with Cole Mortensen. Tipped in by Foldman. Around the boards it goes to Cole Mortensen. Good speed by Ushondek with that puck in the corner.
And the referee's even getting into the action back behind the net.
Yep. Following up now is Brian Farley as he scoops it up towards the blue line. Chasing it is Vanderroost. And then he'll clear it to center. Good effort there by Nick
they got
Somerville.
A 4-on-1, about a 5-on-1.
There's a 4-on-1. Oh, and trying to go for the one-timer coming out in front of the net. Whistle goes. I think the net might be off the mooring or the stick or something.
It was honestly a 5-on-1 as Cadillac was making the change.
Yeah, you're right, because it was a 4-on-1, and then Traverse City came into the play as a 5-on-1.
Well, DQ was the last line of defense, and that's all that was needed.
He saw a lot of black and yellow around him.
It's like a bunch of buzzing bees around him.
He may have to see his therapist after this game. Back to the point. It's kept in by Grosick. Nice stick in the lane by the Vikings. Gavin Grosick, that one is blocked, and it comes up to center ice.
Did you say his therapist or your therapist on that one?
Doc, I keep seeing all this black and yellow. I don't know. Watch out here. Lilly.
Yeah, the Traverse City players even have pretty good hand-eye coordination. They've knocked a lot of pucks out of the air.
Henry Schmidtdale puts a shot wide of the net. Now taking it is Will Dawson, number 11. Dawson with a long pass right on the stick. Coming down is Josh Stepke. That was a good poke check by Henry Schmidtdale. Oh, just off the stick.
Yeah, he had him over there. Again, he glanced up and just made that more of a pass than a shot.
Yep. The Vikings will ice it down with 3:08 to go here in the second. The clock is going to keep running. Jeff, do we need to get a few things in here before?
I would like to mention our crew one more time. I want to give mention to our director, Hannah Crouch. And we've got on cameras tonight Zach Wiggins, Miley Hakowski, and Damian Brooks. And a fine job they have done this year.
Yep. Cadillac will be playing Big Rapids in the pre-regionals coming up.
That's on the 26th.
26th, okay.
And that will be down in Big Rapids. That regional is actually taking place down in Flint. But since those two teams are meeting, it doesn't make a lot of sense for both of them to drive down to Flint, so they're going to play down in Big Rapids.
Yeah, that's a common sense move. Good job there. And long pass.
And then TC Central is going to meet up, I believe, with Petoskey.
That is right at Howe Arena.
Right at Howe Arena.
Yep. And the winner of that plays the winner of Muskegon Mona Shores and Manistee.
Right.
Traverse City Central will go to 9-0 in the Big North. Their last game is against Alpena, so they'll try and complete the perfect season. And, look for big things from Traverse City in the state tournament. Seth Lucas stops on a dime.
Yeah.
Goes around his man. Look at that effort there.
Yeah, I would have to think the coaching staff has got some expectations with the team that they're going to be bringing this year. So we'll see how that all pans out.
Now Fisher Moore will dump it into the zone. Jackson Wade knocks it down. And we're going to have a hooking call here. I'm not sure why you would do that with the clock running.
Well, they did. I think they just stop it momentarily until the
Right.
penalty gets up.
Yeah. If I'm a referee at that point, you just, you know, you've got a minute to go.
Well,
If it's a dangerous play, yes, but
all right, well, it's back up and running, so here we go. We've got our last minute and 20 seconds left for the season here at the WEX anyway.
Owen Dawson puts it around the boards. First one, too, it's going to be Jack Schmidtdale. Picking it up is Fisher Moore. Fisher Moore is checked nicely by Ushonduk, and then he'll go after it with some speed. Ushonduk in the corner. Oh, takes a big hit from behind from Schmidtdale, and he's going to go to the box. That'll stop the clock with less than a minute to go.
And Cadillac is going to head up for their final regular season game. They've got a date up at Sheboygan next Tuesday night.
Yep. That's kind of a
That's gonna
traditional game ending the season with Sheboygan
they
either
usually
here or
start
there.
they usually start the season with Sheboygan and then end the season with Sheboygan.
Yep.
So hopefully they'll get some good weather for that trip.
Yeah.
Heading up north.
Hey Jeff, I just want to thank you. Great job this season. It's just a lot of fun doing the games. You do an excellent job on so many of the things that we're doing here as far as the players' names and the research that you do and knowledge of hockey. It's just we're glad to have you aboard here on Newsnet Sports.
Yep, thanks, and the same to you, Bill. You do an excellent job. I have officially designated you as the voice of Cadillac hockey. So I was glad that we were able to fill in the other night and still get the job done. Certainly not as well as when you do it.
Vikings have 9 seconds to go here. It's 8-0 Traverse City. Hey, look at that. Your reflexes are still working.
Yeah, my arm's just not quite long enough.
And the buzzer goes to end this hockey game as it will be considered a mercy, 8-0. The teams will swarm around Jackson Wade, and then the Vikings will regroup, get that game with Sheboygan, and try and get their game ready for Big Rapids in the pre-regionals because, you know, at this game didn't mean a heck of a lot for
it is
Cadillac.
what it is. It wasn't going to mean anything in the Big North, that's for sure.
Yep.
And, you know, it's not even need to be said. They're not the same caliber team as the Traverse City team right now.
Right.
Now, when they go to Big Rapids for the pre-regional there, the Big Rapids and Cadillac had a great game here at the WEX the last time they played.
Yes.
That one could have gone either way. It was decided late.
Yep.
And so that one's anybody's game.
Yeah.
They got to be feeling good about that draw.
All right, Jeff and I are going to take a little pause here, and then we'll be back for the post-game wrap-up. You are watching high school hockey on Newsnet Sports and CCTV. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.